Okay, hello everyone. So I stayed logged in for a little bit, just to see how things are working. Seems okay. I've been logged in for maybe 10 minutes, or 20 minutes, and things seem to be okay. So let's go ahead and continue this, shall we? Until today, I knew this place only as letters on a map. Gazing upon it with my own eyes, it is even more beautiful and powerful than I could have imagined. Yes, this will serve us well. My people do not worship your deities 12. Our gods are all around us, in the trees, in the soil, in the crashing waters before you. Close your eyes and open your heart to the sound of the rushing falls, that you might purge your mind of all worldly thoughts and distractions. The techniques you have learned will serve you well in battle, but confuse the order of your mudra, and you can just as easily turn victory into defeat. It is imperative that you keep a single focus of mind. So it is that masters have brought their students to falls like this one, for training since my ancestors' time. Who is the more foolish? The fool who falls, or the fool who comes here without realizing he's been followed? Karsu! Now here's a curious scene. The dim one is accompanied today not by a swallow, but by a chirping horse bird chick who fancies himself a shinobi. The dim one is displeased. This is after our hero postponed 2 assassinations to make this little journey. Could his friends not greet him with a smile and some crumpets, or whatever it is Eorzeans take with their tea? The dim one ponders. How did our hero know to find him here? The answer is plain as day. The dim one is a creature of habit and tradition. Where else would he bring his prized new pupil? Tradition! Our hero spits on tired tradition. No, for he is a shinobi of a different feather. Ever-changing, never predictable, but always in style. Those who cling too closely to tradition are bound to suffer the fate of their forebears. Or are the lessons of the past so soon forgotten? Ready yourself, Byrnjolf. It appears that your training today will be of a more practical sort. But of course, all you had to do was ask nicely. It would be my pleasure to be your teacher for the day. Your first lesson, little chick. Raitan's lightning will strike a single foe, while Caton's flames will raise a many. Wield them wisely, or don't. It's only your life at stake. Oh, how generous is our hero, putting aside his killings and spyings to play mother hen to the horsebird chick. You will try to keep me entertained, won't you? Oh dear. those are a whole bunch of spikes over there. Ow. Oi! Blocking me path. Oh. Screw you, buddy! Should be this. There we go. That vulnerability up. I do want to double check something here. What is going on behind me? If I can actually see it, that would be nice. Okay. Alright, Obero. Let's stop. Finger strip. Let me turn that off. He fought well, Byrnjolf. I, however, should have known to expect the traitor's attack. I was careless and put you in danger. It will not happen again. It appears that Karasu has taken an interest in you, and I fear this complicates matters some. Let us return to the docks. There is much I would tell you. That's a bit worrisome there. Might have just been lag, but you never know. I will tell you a story of our past, a story of the traitor and why he must die at our hands. Growing up in the small village, I have known Karasu since we were both children. When we came of age, we began our training together under Master Geke. I think that's how you would pronounce it. I'm not sure. From a young age, it was clear that Karasu possessed an innate talent for our art and few could rival. I spared no effort in my training, yet struggled to grasp techniques that he would master effortlessly. In his own way, he possesses a mind singularly devoid of wasteful thoughts, a mind seemingly unclouded by concepts such as right or wrong, good or evil. Despite this, deep down, I always thought of him as a brother. All that changed on that fateful day when Castle Doma fell to the Garleans. Someone had betrayed our homeland, sold our secrets to the enemy. Looking upon my friends as their bodies lay broken and bleeding, I saw a figure flee into the hills. It was Karasu. Were I younger, more naive, I might have pursued Karasu as he fled in an attempt to reason with him. But it was clear that this man, this demon, was no longer one of us, if indeed he ever had been. Even Master Geke did not survive the slaughter. Did Karasu bear him some grudge? Or was it merely a student's ugly pride? For our master's fate was the grisliest of all. His body mangled, his once proud face shattered beyond all recognition. I once held out hope that if I crossed blades with Karasu in battle, that I might understand something of what it was that made him do those horrible deeds. Yet each encounter only raises more questions. One thing is clear, however, Karasu could have killed us back at Full Falls, had he seen fit, and yet chose not to. It was as if he were testing us. Testing you. Needless to say, this does not change our mission. For his crimes against Doma, Karasu must pay with his life. And yet, his thorough knowledge of us and our art has put Tsubame and I at a grave disadvantage. But you, Byrnjolf, your thoughts, your movements are still unfamiliar to him. Yes, your presence might just serve to break his focus and afford us an opening. Yet to accomplish this, you must become stronger still. Promise me that you will not let up in your training. You have trained well since we last met, Byrnjolf. I heard not a cry from the door as you entered, nor a creak from the floorboards as you drew near. This much is clear. Neither waterfalls nor men of wood will serve to hone your senses further. No, a shinobi of your abilities receives his tutelage in the field. Consider this your first lesson in the art of assassination. I need not remind you who our target is. He is ever the elusive bird, and yet I have come across some information that I believe may avail us. Rumor has it that Captain Byrnjolf of the Bloody Executioners has narrowly evaded several attempts on his life in recent days. This is doubtless the work of Karasu and his men. None other are so bold or skilled as to even consider such an attack. Nothing short of death will cause the shinobi to forsake his mission. Karasu will strike again. The only questions are where and when. Answer those questions, and it will be us paying him a surprise visit next time. Fortunately, I know of a man who might be able to give us what we seek. Captain Byrnjolf has a trusted lieutenant by the name of Wolfston, a man who, if rumors are to be believed, is known to fancy a hot spring bath. I recall reading of a famous bath resort not far from here, but the name escapes me. Have you any idea where it might be? Yeah, it's at Camp Bronze Lake. Why, yes. That does sound familiar. In Upper Lanasia off to the east, was it? Let's make our way there at once. I have long dreamed of visiting one of Eorzea's hot springs. Perhaps, when our mission is complete, we can return to partake in its pleasures. Oh, missed it. I missed it. I had no idea that so many Eorzeans also enjoyed public bathing. I would say it is a comforting sight, but in truth it makes me all the more nostalgic for the pleasures of my homeland. Well, to tell you the truth, this is more than just a public bathing. This is more of a place for the wounded to come and heal their wounds before they get sent back to war. That said, seeing all these people milling about gives me cause for concern. Even with these disguises, it is only a matter of time before our foreign mannerisms raise eyebrows among the more observant types. Yes, best we stay out of sight until our man arrives. Let us keep watch from high above until it is time to act. Time has come for me to impart to you another technique, which we call Shukuchi. Gesundheit. You may think of it as compressing the physical space around you, allowing you to cross great distances in the blink of an eye. Go ahead, Byrnjolf. Give it a try. Shukuchi. Is that really how you pronounce that, Shukuchi? Or is that going to be something else? Also, because I just got that, let me go ahead and put that right here, actually. I trust that Shukuchi is now second nature to you. Very well, I shall await you on the rooftop. But be warned, while the technique will allow you to cover great distances in the blink of an eye, it does not allow you to soar at will through the sky. The ledge on which Tsubame now stands is at a level with the roof, and should prove a suitable starting point. That said, a shinobi is ever resourceful. You would make your way to the rooftop by other means that will serve just as well. I mean, yeah, it's pretty easy to get over there. Just do that. The roof may seem quite far away, but use your Shukuchi technique from the edge, and you should be able to reach it with ease. Yeah, this looks perfectly jumpable. I mean, anyone can do that, even a kid. Bobby! You okay there, Bobby? Quite impressive, Byrnjolf. Only a true shinobi would stand where you now stand. Or any daredevil kid, I guess. Anyhow, this should prove a suitable vantage point. Let us keep watch until Wolfston arrives. Nothing like a steaming bath, a bottle of fine wine, and a couple of buxom wenches to ease what ails ye, aye? As far as I'm concerned, Captain Byrnjolf can take his bloody time. Wolfston. Very well now. We need only employ these bamboo breathing pipes, stand underwater, and... Obero, I do not question that such methods have served us well in Doma, but might bamboo not arouse suspicion in these environs? Do you truly believe so? But underwater surveillance was always my area of expertise. I have an idea that I believe is well suited both to our target and the customs of the land. It will require just a simple change of garb and a bottle or two of fine spirits. I will require your assistance, Byrnjolf. As I see it, there's no way the man would refuse a drink from a strapping gentleman like yourself. Intriguing. What, pray tell, will be my role in all of this? I was thinking that your talents might best be put to use overseeing the operation. Yes, from up here. To ensure that nothing goes amiss, of course. I must prepare now, Byrnjolf. Meet me down below, out of sight, and I shall furnish you with the item that will serve to deliver the final blow, as it were. Fear not, Byrnjolf. I will be standing watch here, ready to leap to your defense should either you or Tsubame come to harm. Also, didn't she tell me to meet her down below? Hi. You don't mind if I come in here, do you? Am I wearing this properly, Byrnjolf? I am not accustomed to garb that is so revealing. Regardless, I will entrust this to you. Though it may appear to be a simple bottle of wine, I have made a few enhancements to the recipe. Off-duty or no, a salty sea dog like Wolfston is certain to be on his guard. I'll start him off with an untainted vintage. Once he's in sufficiently good spirits, that's your cue to step in with the stronger stuff. I suspect that once his mind is sufficiently addled, he will gladly take a swig with the minimum of fuss. Now let us begin. I wonder if Obero has anything to say about her outfit, or if it's just going to be the same thing that you said before. I know, I'm wasting time here. But I just gotta know. Nope, same thing. Well, now I know. Oh, just look, Wolfie, my darling. This strong lad has a treat just for you. Fine wine and fine wenches. Now, this is what I had in mind when I took up the pirating life. Sour red cooked with various medicinal spices and citrus rinds over a low flame so as to preserve the alcoholic content. What's this? Think he can outguzzle Wolfston, Seven Stomachs? You're either a legend or a fool. Haha! Someone fetch me a cup! Aye, that's good stuff. A bit stronger than I would call it. Maybe I should take a rest. Oh, you mustn't be so modest. Why, I heard that Wolfston Seven Stomachs once drank a whale under the table. Yeah, betcha. Skivvies. You good, lass? Me bleeding duties kept me from the bottle for too long. I'm out of practice, is all. Your duties? Why, that sounds so important and exciting. I'd do anything to hear more. Did you shake anything? Well, maybe you've heard the bloody executioners. Nastiest, bloodiest band of pirates, whatever. Sailed the bleating seas. I reckon our Captain was shunk more girly vessels than every other pirate combined. And just who do you reckon keeps the captain safe from all the enemies made? And that be none other than your mate, Wolfston. The navigator have mercy. Should you not return immediately to your captain? Surely he is not safe without his most loyal, capable man at his side. Under normal circumstances, you'd be right, lass. There's one place even I can't follow him. Illport. The man is bloody particular about grog. Like, concentrate on this and his own. Not that I'm complaining. It's the only time we get a day's rest. But don't worry your little Earthman, Lashy. Nobody knows the captain's whereabouts. Me and I sure as Brilliers ain't talking. Haha. Lashy, are you listening? That's curious. She was just there a month. Which way did she go? You changed rather quickly. Well, I must say that went even better than I expected. Let us share our findings with Obero. My costume? I have stowed it away, forever, with any luck. Do Eorzean women have no sense of shame? Well, were you able to loosen our man's lips? I see. Captain Grimwell is en route to airport, and alone at that. If I know Karasu, this knowledge has not escaped him. Doubtless he and his shadows already lie in wait. We haven't much time. Let's hurry to airport and ambush the ambushers. Dang it. That! Stuck in the brazier. So, to airport. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah, I could just, take the little boat over here and head down east, or is it south? No, it would be west. I think. Unless I am actually looking north. Oh, no, it is west. Sort of westish. I'll worry about the hunting log off camera. I'm gonna stop here for just a sec. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Oh, Tsubame is here. I wonder why you can't talk to her. Karasu and his shadows are lurking here somewhere. I can sense it. The sun sets, and the port is cloaked in shadow. There were a perfect time to strike. Speak of the devil. Look at how those men walk. Those are no ordinary deckhands. Those are Imperial shinobi, waiting to pounce upon and slit the throat of any who would stand between them and their prey. Karasu is too proud to entrust such a vital mission to his lackeys. He is here somewhere. Of this I am certain. Byrnjolf, you move forward and search the docks. I will approach from the opposite direction. Tsubame, you secure the escape route. He will not elude us this time. Take care to stay well hidden, Byrnjolf. Hidden from the eyes of Karasu's shadows, and yet I fear your task will be more complicated still. For it is not just men that serve Karasu, but creatures of the night, creatures that see not with their eyes, but with every fiber of their being. Give them a wide berth, or all shall be for naught. That should be all. Time is short. We must move swiftly. I'm a little bit far away from my desk. Alright. Oh. I almost blundered there. Okay. That might be a problem. Ah! Why did they? Oh God. I'm gonna fail this. Especially when they keep slowing me down here. I didn't want all of them on me. Fucking hell. Normal is fine. I don't need to do very easy. Get out of here. Stupid bats. There we go. Well, at least I didn't draw a whole bunch of people that time. What is this? No, no, no. This isn't how the story goes. I'm supposed to be the one that surprises you. The tables have turned today, Karasu. Now face your death like the man you once were. I must say, popularity really does have its downsides. Fine. If you're so eager to dig your own grave, here's your bloody shovel. Get not a shovel, it's a knife. That was something else. I think it's a bomb, Well, that could have gone better, but we did okay. Gah! That slippery bastard! We have come too close to abandon hope. Come, Tsubame. Byrnjolf, let us return to the safety of the storehouse and take stock of our options. Grimuel lives. Failure of this sort does not become you, Karasu. Forgive me, Master. I had an unexpected reunion with some friends. Seems they had a mind to kill me. And just when I thought we were getting on so well. Your job is to give me answers, Karasu, not excuses. We can ill afford to let a few stray rats foil our plans. Should they return, kill them. This is your final warning. The next time you fail me will be your last. Does he have to say it like that? Fine, fine. Let it never be said that I'm not a loyal soldier. All right. Again, Karasu eludes our grasp. Will the day never come that we can return to our village in triumph? Welcome back, Byrnjolf. You may enter. Ah! Once more, the bloody crow has managed to foil our best laid plans. It is as if his skills burgeon with each encounter. But how could this be? Has he perfected some new training regimen since coming to Eorzea? There is no time to dwell on past mistakes. Since the times of my ancestors, failure is one's duty. Failure in one's duty is unacceptable for a shinobi. My mission will end in success, Karusu's death, or failure, my own. But all is not lost. Karusu is not the only one who has honed his skills. Fighting beside you, back there, at times it felt as if we had trained together since childhood. You have shown remarkable focus and aptitude for our art, but you must grow stronger still if we are to have any hope of triumph. Devote yourself to your training with the entirety of your body and mind, and Tsubame and I will do the same. I will await your return, Byrnjolf. And that's that phase of the Shinobi quest done. Once I reach level 50, I'll continue the story for it. What's next, however, is the Scala. Excuse me. And the Moonfire event's over. I think there's supposed to be another event going, I think, but I think you have to be level 50 or so to get that. Because, I don't know. I feel like I recall that it was in, like, Kinbashi or something. Let me have a look. Oh, there is definitely something over here. There's some nice music. Wandering minstrel seeks an adventurer both willing and able to help put the finishing touches to this year's rising celebrations. Level 15. I'll hold off on that. Let me complete the lemons and jobs first, and then I'll do some of that. Oh, also, actually, before I do actually do anything with that, there's something I need to do. And that's having a talk with Commander Riki here. Commander. Sergeant Nordin. Doing the Maelstrom proud as ever, I see. As a matter of fact, you're just the man I was hoping would come along. House Zamel of Lishgard is in some distress, and you're just the one we need to answer the call. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Your task, travel to the Zamil Darkhold and purge the subterranean fortress of Whitesand. Once you're ready, make your way to the central highlands of Porthos. I trust you'll have little trouble finding the Darkhold. Opeli, a retainer in the service of House Zamel, will brief you in greater detail. I can't do this yet. Well, I'm not gonna just up and abandon it. I'll just hide that. That's gonna take me to a dungeon in this card. Let's see if I can find it on the map here. So the dungeon would be right over here, I think. I think this is it. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's it. But I have to unlock it as well. Ew. Okay. So, the Marauders Guild, please. I have some scholarly things to attend to. Ah, Byrnjolf. I was hoping you might come along. Deciphering the treaties has proven more difficult than I anticipated, but I have nevertheless made progress. It contains a wealth of military knowledge, much of which details the role of scholars in Nemean units. Apparently, a single scholar could provide effective support for an entire party of marauders. They would employ their magics to heal the wounds and enhance the abilities of their allies. Moreover, they often served in leadership roles, as they were highly trained tacticians. But how swiftly the remembrance of all things is buried in the gulf of eternity. The treatise indicates that Nemean scholars wielded a far more diverse repertoire of spells than you currently possess. Precisely why you lack these spells I cannot say. However, the fault may lie with your fairy. One could surmise that the knowledge contained within the soul of the scholar is essentially hers. Therefore, if she cannot remember the ancient magics, it would suggest that... A thought occurs to me. It is indeed the case that the fairy, having been sealed for 1,500 years, has yet to fully regain her senses. Mayhap visiting a familiar location would hasten the process. And I can think of no more familiar place than the city of Nim. Rather, what remains of it in outer Lanasia. Let me get my fairy out here. Hello there, cutie. Let's go fight. I appear to have stumbled onto something here. They must be forming a conspiracy. How do I focus on a maelstrom at once? Not really. Okay. Need to go to airport. I don't know. A lot of salt hounds around here. I need a lift. Give me a lift, please. I just need a lift. is this where I need to be, or do I need to go further north? Okay, so I need to go to Outer Lanasia. I did this wrong. Please give me a lift back. I need to go back. Take me back. Back inches. Get over here somehow, and looks like I'm gonna have to get past that coral to do so. Yep. Sorry about this. Come on, I jumped. How dare you? There we go. Question, does that moon look like our moon? No, it doesn't really look like it. I mean, it could be turned around in a way that makes it look different. That's actually really cool looking. I still wish I could see it before it was in ruins. A shooting star! Make a wish. I wish for 10 million gil. And 10 gajillion XP. For all my classes. Or jobs, or... yeah. No, that should not be there. There we go. Fireworks! There they are. Welcome back, Byrnjolf. Together the experiment met with success. Then this strongly suggests that each fairy is a distinct individual with her own thoughts, feelings, and memories. Well, I must redouble my efforts to translate the remaining text. At this rate, your discoveries threaten to overshadow mine. Not to bemoan your accomplishments, but I have yet to decipher any equally amazing stratagems. Soon enough, though, soon enough. Ah, yes. The Jesus pose that restores your own HP and the HP of all nearby party members. The Jesus pose to all of your party members. It's a cobweb leading from my curtain to my PC tower. Need to do some testing here in a bit. Yeah, it's fine. How curious that you always come at the most opportune time, Byrnjolf. 'Tis divine providence, almost. Doubly so since we have both been blessed with the chance to refine our respective arts. See, in your absence, I have been studying a section of the Nemean treatise, detailing marauder fighting techniques. The fundamentals do not differ much from modern methods, but there are slight variations in footwork and grip, as well as the distinctions between the various ranges and the attacks best employed when... Forgive me, I lost sight of the more pertinent point. You know, I'm also a warrior. I could use some of those marauder skills. Nemean scholars and marauders fought side by side, yes? Well now, you and I have an opportunity to do the same. A Tonberry has been spotted in Bronze Lake, and a Marauders Guild has been asked to dispatch it. Since Tonberries dwell within the Wanderer's Palace, an ancient Nemean temple recently discovered in the wake of the calamity, there is a strong possibility that the creatures have resided there since before the fall of Nim. Do you follow my reasoning, Byrnjolf? These malevolent creatures may have overrun the temple and claimed it for their own at the height of Nemean civilization. They may have posed a major threat to the ancient people, even to the people even. If so, then surely facing one in battle would rekindle the memories of your fairy. Even if I am mistaken, the Tonberry poses a threat to the locals. Moreover, I would very much like to put my newly learned Nemean techniques to the test. So we will rendezvous outside the Wanderer's Palace, yes? Sure, but give me a sec. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. So, back to Bronze Lake. actually, no. No, never mind. I was gonna go to Costa del Sol thinking that maybe it would be cheaper, but I just remember that there's a ferry you have to take to wine port, and then you would have to run from there to... And it would just be easier to just go to Aleport and then just head north, because then you just have the one thing to... the one ferry to take, and then you're there. So if anything, this way's faster. Oh, okay, they just keep changing their skills. I was wondering why they were at so low health. Is just a Tonberry up here, or...? Nope, but this place is quite beautiful. Look at that. Home at Byrnjolf. I had only just arrived myself. 'Twas in this vicinity that the Tonberry was last sighted. With luck, it will not have gone far. Look, atop the stairs! Yeah, he's such cute. He's such a cutie. My son. My dear son. At long last, I... The Rancor. It rises. It rises. It comes. Is my fairy... Did my fairy just run and hide? Leave Oscar alone! Heal you, I mean? Oh, well, I guess I should use it. There we go. We did it! Ah! What are you doing? Move, damn you! My... Confound it all! Ah! What happened, Byrnjolf? I thought you could control her. I apologize. I know you have only just begun to work with the fairy. Some disobedience is to be expected. Axmaster Wordzuin will be disappointed. But there is naught we can do. The Tonberry is long gone. Let's return to Limsa Leminsa. Just checking something. Alright. Show off. I can't fly yet. Well, it looks like they're doing the rogue quest. Byrnjolf, permit me to apologize a second time. Earlier, I was flustered and not myself. In the aftermath of the Tonberry's escape, I completely overlooked our accomplishments. We confirmed the viability of Nemean tactics and proved that a scholar and marauder working in tandem is a force to be reckoned with. Would you not say? And correct me if I am mistaken, but your fairy regained some of her memory, yes? With that in mind, I feel comfortable claiming that this was a worthwhile endeavor. However, do try to gain greater mastery over your minion, Byrnjolf. I would hate for a repeat of that incident. Alright, and that would be the Leminzen jobs taken care of. I think what I'm going to do is maybe have a look-see at whatever this event is. I should have taken the ether, right? And I don't know if I want to do a separate recording for this. I'll probably just, I don't know. What can you tell me about this? And looking to the past, we take solace in the present and think of what the future may hold. That is the very essence of the Rising. This year we have prepared a spectacular fireworks celebration. It is sure to enthrall everyone in attendance. So what is the Rising? The Rising is a period of remembrance that commemorates those lives that were lost during the great tragedy that was the calamity. We also pay tribute to the unsung heroes who risked life and limb that others might know a brighter future. And so the streets are decorated with somber trappings, and the night sky is filled with vibrant fireworks. The solemn atmosphere and bright lights above may spur others to reflect on the doom portended by Dalamud. By doing so, they might give thanks for the present and muster hope for a brighter tomorrow. I love this music, by the way. What is the vendor? Realm Reborn Red, seasonal miscellaneous. Special vintage of sparkling red wine prepared by Master Venter Bergliant of Wineport for the Rising. An annual celebration for Eorzea's rebirth. Is this a ingredient? Well, there's a table lamp. And then these are just... I don't need any of that. And one of it I can't even use. Because I don't have a house or an apartment. Alright, let's just do it in this thing. In this video. Of all the coincidences, you will hardly believe it. But I was just this very moment reminiscing of a time you lent me your strength, 12th month past. Did I? I remember it for that one event where I got the, what was it I got, the Phoenix? You see, I again find myself in pressing need of an adventurer's aid, just as I did last Rising. Wait, was it last Rising I actually... No, what was it that I did? I don't remember. Oh, if only Byrnjolf were here, I thought to myself. And here you are. Well then, what do you say? Shall we clasp arms once more? My thanks. The matter is this. I've been approached by a lady named Ayoyo, who wishes to imprint her own inimitable mark upon the skies about Limsa. I speak, of course, of the fireworks that illumine these rising nights. Learning of my contribution to previous year's festivities, she has enlisted me to her cause. We already have the ear of the organizing committee. However, Lady Ayoyo has expressed a strong desire to consult with a storied adventurer before finalizing her proposal. Come to the Yellow Jackets guardhouse at the base of Coral Tower, and I will introduce you. At the base of Coral Tower. So at Coral Tower, you mean. Alright. Oh, base as in down here. Aha. Oh, she's a yellow jacket herself, huh? Lady Ayoyo, one storied adventurer as promised. Oh, she's cute. Hi, I'm Byrnjolf. Blessings of the 12 upon ye. Name's Ayoyo, cannoneer, first class, with the Yellow Jackets. It's an honor to have ye aboard. Did I mention that it is in the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities? Did I mention that it is the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities? Not only in decorating of these fair lemons and streets, but in designing and constructing the fireworks that brighten the skies above them. Lady Ayoyo here is quite the savant in all matters incendiary and explosive, and so it has fallen to her to formulate a plan for the display's crowning glory. Me and the other lads and lassies of the cannoneers whipped up a load of lovely little drakes, snakes, and devils for the Moonfire Fair, but more the same ain't going to cut it for the rising. 'Cause it's all about remembering those we lost in the calamity, ain't it? Them and theirs deservin' something a mite specialer than a bunch of old bangers. An admirable sentiment, I'm sure. It would not do for our ode to such poignant memories to be aught less than memorable. Let us make this year's rising one that the citizens of this fair realm will not soon forget. Took the words right out of me mouth, dearie. Thing is, haven't hardly set foot at a Limsa in all me days. I don't reckon I'm best placed to know what's going through the minds of the citizens of this fair realm. I'm definitely not doing very good with that pirate accent. And so you would pick an adventurer's brains. One who has journeyed far and wide across this land we love, and knows it and its people intimately. Yet before we call upon your particular wisdom, mayhap it would behoove us to seek out a wider range of opinions. Many and more look to the skies come rising night, and the thoughts that run through their minds are no doubt as diverse. Let us learn them. Sounds like a plan. Mind if I join you, dearie? Could do with learning some of these thoughts myself. Right then, where's best to start asking around? Someplace a lot of outsiders gather, I reckon. How about we meet in the Aetheryte Plaza, down in the lower decks? Well, you two are so engaged, allow me to continue our discussions with the organizing committee. I shall await you by the aft castle. Are there little knives on my outfit? Scroll. Kinda looks like it. Alright. Aetheryte Plaza. You see them lights down Archer's Alley, dearie? Decorations for the festival they are. Every year when the streets are all decked out for the horizon, me heart fills with, well, all kinds of feelings. Sorrow, pride, regret. But enough about me. Came here to find out how the other folks feel about it. Let's split up. Head down the alley and ask a few likely-looking customers each. We're on a schedule here, so don't go asking every single soul you see. 4 or 5 should do ye. I'll meet ye down by the ferry docks when you're done. Welcome, welcome. What may I interest you in this fine morning? Ah, information, is it? Well, if you really must know, the whizzing and banging that fills the air this season always takes me back to the time just before the calamity struck. A great festival was held to celebrate the reformation of the Grand Company. People in the streets were hooting and hollering and setting off fire spouts, and all the ships in the bay, now bedecked in maelstrom colors, let loose their cannons. It seemed so foolish now, knowing what was soon to befall us, but all that noise served a purpose nonetheless, drowning out the fear that ever whispered in our ears. It is my firm belief that the rising fireworks serve the same purpose even now. They present a vision of loveliness, of togetherness, that we might forget our fears and be given hope for a brighter future. The streets are full of life, and the sky is full of fire, and the westerly winds filling our seafarers' sails as it does our hearts. Couldn't have picked a better time to come home. You a sailor too, are you? Not quite. I'm an adventurer, actually. Helping with the fireworks, you say? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Good on ye, lad. I have a few memories of back then. If you're an ear to ear, I'm a merchant seaman, you see. Always sailing hither and thither across the waves. Was just back from a trip to Razatan when the calamity struck. Everyone was looking up to the sky and that loathsome lantern, the unglow in it. Like most folk, I don't remember much of what happened in the days before or after it fell, but I'll never forget those faces. And that's what I love so much about the fireworks. You see the same faces looking up, but this time with a smile. Reminds ye not only of the bad times, but how we got over them. Is that a player? It is. Sort of clipping through there. I really like their drip though. It's some really good drip. Looks like it might be something for crafting. There's scissors there. I like it. Looks great. Can they see them too, my love? You were involved with the fireworks and want to know what I think of them? Well, just now I was wondering if they can be seen from far out in the offing. Do you know? I see. The reason I ask is that my husband is out there now. He meant to be back by rising night, but it seems the tide didn't turn in his favor. He was so looking forward to the fireworks. I do hope that he can see them from where he is, that we can share them together, no matter how far apart we might be. That's my only request to you, that you make the final as bright and boisterous as you can, that all those who cannot be together this rising might still share in its message. Alright, so we're going to need to build a nuke. That should be big enough for everyone to see, right? Don't you work at the drowning one? Why does your name look familiar? Also, how do you even pronounce that name? How do you pronounce that name? Alright there. Anything I can do for you? You asking for people's thoughts on the rising fireworks? You adventurers don't have to pick up some odd jobs. Well, I'm like most people, I suppose. I think of those I love. My parents, most of all. I wonder if they're watching too. Swim up from the bottom of the ethereal sea to see what all the crashing and banging is about. It's complicated, I suppose. I feel sad they're gone, but happy I'm not. I'm grateful to Byrnjolf saving me and so many others. If they are watching, I hope they can see me too. See that I'm doing all right for myself. That they might sleep soundly for another 12th month. Still want to know how to pronounce her name. Oh, whoops. Is that a Rudzit Han outfit? Or is that an Alamegan outfit? It's a really nice design. Is that Native American or is that Indian? Or could it be Tibet? I don't know. I'm not very familiar with fashion and design. I mean, when I look at this, I think maybe Native American, actually. It's nice. I like the design for it. Sorry to keep you waiting, Leary. So what did you find out? Same here. Was half expecting them to just like looking at the pretty lights. But it seems the feeling runs a lot deeper than that. The memories of the calamity still sit heavy on their hearts. But the rising fireworks go some way to lift that weight. So any ideas for the grand display? What kind of thing do you reckon helped lift the spirits the most? Grand and Fashy was what the one lady wanted. Hope for the future is what the merchant wanted, I think. Mine's People of the Past was what the Mikote girl wanted, and the fisherman or salesman. Something that gives people hope for the future. Hope for the future, eh? That ain't a bad idea. Reminding folk that however dark the night, dawn is just around the corner. The rising ain't just about mourning those we lost after all. It's about remembering the struggles of those who survived to steer us to a brighter future. Hey, that's it. That's what Limsa needs this rising. Ships, cannons, a departure salute. Not just for the fallen, but for those setting sail for unknown shores. A vision of the past and of the future. An old bleeding armada, an old bleeding armada, an old bleeding armada filling Galadian Bay, line up the very heavens. Who wouldn't want to watch that? Oh my god, I just noticed her earrings. That is very cute. I love the little carbuncle. I almost called it a truck bell. That's settled then. The minstrel's going to love it. He said he'd be up by the aft castle, right? I'll see you there. Let's see now. 1,500 weight of fire sand at 500 yolans from shore. Reckon we're going to need more ships. Our intrepid adventurer returns, and positively bursting with inspiration, I take it. I see. A traditional seafaring salute, not only to the memories of the fallen, but to the future fortune of those who follow in their wake. A most fitting proposal, I'm sure. Thanks to both of ye. But our work ain't done yet. There's a lot needing sorting out before we can put this idea into action. So much to do, so little time. If you wouldn't mind helping us a little longer, dearie.
I'd be forever in your debt. Let me know when you've got your loins good and girded.
Oh! I get a little Kryl minion, even though I haven't met her yet.
Right then, let's get started, shall we, dearie? The plan is we're going to line up an old fleet of ships across the bay and have them fire a broadside into the sky. But before we go about finding our fleet, we need to get the plan approved by the organizing committee, and that means convincing Commodore Raynor. I'll take the lead, but I ain't exactly got the silverest tongue, nor much experience nobbling with the higher-ups. If you two see me struggling, put in a word, won't ye?
Of course, milady. Your cause is ours.
Thank ye, me dears. Together, then, to the Coral Tower.
Oh, hold on a second. That trip's pretty cool. I like it. Has a bit of a piratey kind of feel to it. Okay, we're on our Oh, that's why everyone was over here.
Commodore Raynor worked his way up the ranks, all the way from rock bottom to the tippity top. He knows the workings of the thalassocracy in and out. So any flaws in our proposal, and he'll see right through them.
Last I had the privilege of meeting with the Commodore was around the time of the calamity. I had been arrested for conspiracy to incite rebellion. Naturally, it was all a misunderstanding. Some of those squirrelless soul had been singing songs of sedition. If not for Raynor and his relentless pursuit of the truth, I might still be lingering in the brig. He is a shrewd investigator who will brook no equivocation. Shall we then? Oh, cutscene. Wanting to make the rising display special, I can fathom. But the sheer scale of this proposal is beyond anything I imagined. Yo-Yo, need I remind you that the first duty of the Yellow Jackets is the keeping of the peace? Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily workings of the harbor, but is sure to foment agitation among the commons. Knowing this, do you still mean to persevere with this outlandish plan?
I do, Commander. Every Leminzan art, every Eorzean art, still bears the scars of the calamity. All that loss, that hardship, that struggle, it cut deep. But the Horizon ain't just about looking to the past, it's about looking to the future too. And if it's our duty to watch over folk, keep 'em on the straight and narrow, like, I reckon it's our duty to see 'em off on another year's journey too.
Well put. I accept that your intentions are pure, but what of the logistics? I trust you have a plan as to who exactly will be providing and paying for this fleet of yours.
Yes, Commander. We're going to petition the Maelstrom for the flagship, and the rest from the Black Sails.
Of course.
One is wont to forget that those buccaneering souls remain bound to serve the maelstrom in times of necessity. Lady Yoyo would have us parley with the 3 great pirate captains and remind them of their civic duty, it seems. Aye, that's right. The pirates answered the Admiral's call back when the moon was fallen. Fought and died at Courtenay, same as the rest of us. When they hear about our plan to salute all those who fell and all those who didn't, I don't doubt they'll answer the call again. I wish you all the luck in the world in recruiting those rogues to your cause. You shall need it. Very well then, allow me to arrange the parley. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all of my remaining doubts answered. I bid you, remember that you go to speak with pirates. Lawless marauders all pray. Lawless marauders all. Pray that you do not say aught to offend them, lest we find ourselves with a mutiny on our hands. I shall have the maelstrom summon the leaders of the 3 factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations. She's all psyched up. We're to parley with pirates. Truly, life is but a succession of unexpected events. Cheers for sticking with me, lads. I hope I can count on your support in the next set of negotiations and all. Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the captains of those far-famed scourges of the seas will prove rather less biddable partners than Commodore Renner did. While Roswin of the Sanguine Sirens may be swayed by emotion, Corvalian of the Kraken's Arms is of a much more mercenary mind. The executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above all else. If there is aught that unites them, it is a zealous spirit. Let us argue with passion, that we might inflame theirs. If it's passion you're after, I've got that in bleeding bucket loads. But I might need you two to jump in again, in case me tongue decides to tie itself in an aft itch. Just say the first thing that comes into your head, and I'll pick up after that. Come on then, dearies. Let's head on over to the anchor yard and get this parley started. I don't know why I didn't take the ether, right? That's a pretty cool looking axe. Again, with some pretty nice looking drip as well. No, that's a lot of people. thanks for coming. The reason we asked you here is... Aye, the Maelstrom summons laid it out for you. Aye, the Maelstrom summons laid it out for us, loud and clear. You want us to help ye with the rising fireworks. And the answer is no. When the sirens fire a broadside, it's to send our enemies to the bottom of the briny. Not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for drylanders to gawp at. We've better things to be doing with our time. 'Tis a rare occurrence, to be sure, but I find that my opinion aligns with Rosman's. Our time is precious, as I am sure is yours. Let us hasten to draw these discussions to a close. I shall put it bluntly. I see no profit in the endeavor for myself and my men. So unless there is anything else... Why, it is a perfect opportunity to forge a deeper bond with the Rossman. Well, for the past few events I've been to, they do seem to be together but yet apart. I really want to try this, see what happens. I'll probably, it probably won't do anything. If you should require my men and I to shackle ourselves to the sirens, we should require even greater recompense. The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose will no doubt draw all the lords and ladies of the realm together in the city, personages of high renown and deep pockets. Aye, and if they saw you lot working, hand in hand with the Maelstrom, it do wonders for your public image. Folks who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with a barge pulled be queuing up to do business with ye. I do believe you have a point, poorly phrased though it might be. When legitimate business, one must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Sod your image, and sod anyone who's too lily-livered to trade with us. They can stick their barge poles up their backsides. What's in it for the sirens? Don't you want to be together? Well, if you won't consider them customers, consider them quarry. You do realize our days of pillaging every ship we see are long gone. Quarry my arse. I wonder if I could do this in the drone. I'll see what happens if I choose the other option to try and get them together. The Sanguine Sirens ain't all about the pirating life, though, Artie. You run almshouses for the sick and injured, and those with child. Keep themselves busy with odd jobs such as come their way. Them's your hunters and the folk who are drawn to the city to see the grand display your quarry. Them's your hunters and the folk who are drawn to the city to see the grand display your quarry. Okay. I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stalls selling food and grog and the like, and they'd make a killin', providing they had all the right permits from the Yellow Jackets, who are shrewd one you. Maybe I could lend them in hand myself. They do say the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Yeah, I was right there. Totally in love. I should have picked the other. I should have picked the romance option. What of the executioners? There is no dishonor in linking arms with Admiral Murdwib and the Maelstrom, surely. You, Yellow Jacket. I want you to tell me one thing, and tell it true. This is Limsa Laminza, the greatest port in all the realm. You could find this fleet of yours without our help. Yet you've come here begging for it. Why? Because I reckon you're the ones who need the Ryzen most. The Black Sails only came together because of Cartano. You could have upped anchor and sailed off into the sunset. But no, you fought like demons on those cursed flats. Made heroes of yourselves and martyrs. The way I see it, it's only right that those that lost the most, when they stood to gain the least, should be the ones to fire the salute to the departed. And a salute to the departed too. The calamity changed the lives of you, pirates, more than anyone. If anyone should be celebrating new beginnings, it's those whose new beginnings already begun. So it's all for our own good, is it? I'm heading back to the Astalicia. Said word when you've hammered out the details of this display of yours. We'll see what we can do. Aye, Captain. Can't rightly say no to you now, can I? We lost a lot of good people back in Nordin. Let's send them all off with a bloody great bang. I will join you on one condition. That is your reminiscence of trauma past. You do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself, or you do not force me to restrain you again. I never forced you to do nothing. You keep your hands off me if you want to keep them, you randy bastard. Quite the fragile flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. My ships will not ready themselves. I really should have teased them with that. Hopefully I can hopefully I can look at the journal afterwards. Oh God. Priority congratulations to both of you. It was my honor to play a supporting part, but it was your passion for the rising that swayed them. And breathe. Gods, I was so nervous I could hardly speak. Thanks so much for chipping in when you did. Could have never got him on our side without you. Right then, I must put the finishing touches to this plan of mine. It's going to be wonderful. I just know it. Oh, and about your reward, I've given it to the minstrel. You can grab it from him. The new beginnings, lad. To new beginnings, lad. And may the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. I think she bowed. I can't tell. There's so many people here. You did a great service, my friend. Both for Lady Ayoyo and for all those who love the Rising, myself included. For that I shall be ever grateful. I expect it shall be still some hours before preparations for the grand finale are complete. Mayhap we could wait together? Sure. Yo, it's the rogues! I see Jack, Littlefoot, and Vakeb. Well, we wait. Would you care to hear a verse that has lately come to me? It is a song of celebration, of encouragement for all those who sail for unknown shores. Pray lend me your ears. And then the echo. Where am I? Okay, this is strange for the echo. Oh, God. What did I do? What did I do? Okay, there we go. I pushed the wrong button. Greetings, warrior of light. And you are? Oh! Okay. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. It was a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned to you here that I might express my gratitude. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitfalls, but we have enjoyed every step in your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us, yet a lengthy history may not mean a foreshortened future. Many adventures yet await. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that takes in all the diverse wonders this wide world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever greater. To be certain, it would be a less trying task to sleepwalk ever onward down the same well-furrowed path, yet to venture down paths untrodden, believing in the bright and glorious future that lies beyond them, is by far the more rewarding. This is the gift that we wish to deliver unto you, the gift of adventure. And we pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, heretofore and hereafter. Now, the time has come for this vision to end, time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. One cannot know what fills the hearts and minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see very different images in those explosions of light and color. But one thing I know for certain, that right here, right now, we look to the same sky. And though the paths that lay ahead of us may lead in very different directions, sometime, someplace, they shall cross again. It's almost time for the display to begin. The consummation not only of our labors, but of the thoughts and prayers of the people in this fair city. A salute for the departed, for those who set sail into unknown waters. Many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator's breath ever fill your souls. Fill your sails. God damn it. From eastern sea to eastern sky, sacred sun ascends, and voices stir of wind of waves, of ropes of sails of friends, who like the golden light of dawn that streams across the sea, set sunlit sail for foreign lands, a fortune follow thee. Her journey done, so sinks the sun below the western waves, and memories stir of friends of yore asleep in watery graves. Let not our voices raised in song disturb your endless sleep, but join us in our chorus, and you dream among the deep. An excerpt from an ancient mariner's song, a prayer for the safe return of those who sail o'er the far horizon, and for the peace of those who sleep beneath those same eternal waves. It concludes with a wish that the voices of those whose spirits are stirred in anticipation of new adventure reach the ears of those whose adventures ended too soon, that they might be united as one. A fitting sentiment for the rising, methinks. So I offer you my own heartfelt wish, that even should your adventures carry you beyond the far-flung horizon of this wide world, we should meet once more in a 12th month time, and look up to the same sky together. And I have trial. Who's trial? No idea. Enjoy the breeze a while. The proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Oh. If it ain't me, old Battle Byrnjolf. You're the beg the old bird for guidance too, are ye? Stoddy said you had an hand in this year's fireworks, and not a bad job he made of them, neither. Oh God. You met Sidobi. God. Down in Ocker's Alley, aye? I sent her to pick up some stock for the bunch. But do you know what she brought me back? Only a bottle of bleeding Bacchus. Paid for it out of her own pocket, she did. To thank me again for saving her life. Don't know why she's so hung up about it. The girl's paid me back 100 times over with all her hard work over the years. Feel a bit bad accepting it. But, well, a bottle of Bacchus is a bottle of Bacchus. Reckon it's you we should be thanking, anyway, for that marvelous display. All the ships in the harbor, the fighter in the sky, it brought back a lot of memories, some good, some bad, but every one of them well worth remembering. And we ain't done making them yet. You'll be off on your next adventure soon enough, I wager. Yeah, you can't rightly be striding out on an empty stomach now, can ye? Come up to the wench and we'll fill your belly. Okay. Head chef of the Bismarck, huh? Well, I come to feel the Malayan's breath on me face, only to find the faithless bosom whispered in the ear of another. How have you been keeping, Byrnjolf? I hear we've got you to thank for the rising display. Yo-Yo's been singing her praises from Fisherman's Bottom to the Coral Tower. What? Surprised I know her? Limsa's a small place, lad. Hardly a day goes by I don't see a yellow jacket or several in the Bismarck. Whether it's to sup on their finest food and wine this side of the sea, or to clap the irons on those who've tapped the casks a touch too thirstily. Suppose an adventurer like you mightn't noticed. Mightn't have noticed. Always coming and going as ye are. But stick around in the city for a while and you'll see the jackets ain't just axes for ire. They're true friends of the common folk. Yo-Yo was our retainer before the calamity struck, you know. Their master had a thing for fireworks. Every time they came back from their wanderings, they'd load her down with an underweight of sprouts and spinners they'd picked up from God's nowhere. Day and night you'd see her down in the market ward, beaming that sunny smile of hers at every passer-by, trying her damnedest to flog the stuff. Enjoyed the work, I reckon, but then Dalamud fell and she lost her master. Literally lost him. The way she tells it, it were as if the calamity burned a hole in their memory, and they fell straight through. Couldn't remember their face nor their name. Wonder where that story would go to. But she never forgot the fireworks. The amount of gunpowder that went through her hands over the years. She couldn't help learning a bit about making things go bang. An apprenticeship with the cannoneers later, and she was a yellow jacket. So when I heard that they were the ones who'd been put in charge of the Rising display, I knew she'd be first to volunteer. The Rising, the fireworks, they mean a lot to her. And as a friend, they mean a lot to me. So thank you. Okay, and then the Admiral. Did I talk to the Admiral during the Christmas event? Oh, now it's raining. Byrnjolf, this is a coincidence. Rainer was just telling me of the role you played in putting the display together. I'm sure all those who gathered in my city to witness it were as moved as I. A salute to all those who set sail for new adventures shall surely resound in their hearts and give them strength and courage in the year to come. And a salute to the fallen, too, was it not? Many and more lost their lives on the fields of Cartana, the men and women of the Black Sails chief among them. I thank you for giving those who survived them this chance to put their grief to more productive ends. I thank you for giving the celebrations an unmistakable touch of salt, too. This year's rising was not merely in Limsa, but of her. I look forward to seeing how future host cities follow our example. But for now, let us focus on the present. I'm sure I have kept you from your business for far too long already, and I must return to mine. I must offer my prayer to Limlaeum and be on my way. Fare you well, Byrnjolf. I wish you safe voyages for the year to come. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Alright. So the next thing to do would be to go to Gridania. So Gridania would be the bard and my white mage. My dragoon is going to be in Quarthus. Why are you in your underwear? Actually, I probably know why, so I'll just leave that alone. What the? Shrug. That was cute. Okay. So, I have a question. Questions that need answers. So, for seasonal events, no. Special quests, no. Okay, so I'm guessing... Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean... it would have been interesting to be able to relook at it, but I guess not. Collaboration. Oh, that's Fall Guys. Well, that's unfortunate, so I can't look at that again. That's fine, though. Anyway, so... next step would be Bard, I guess.
So I'm going to stop the recording there. And, oh yeah, there's you again. So I was right, I have seen her here. Yeah, I'm going to stop the video there. And I will see you all next time. If I can get to... There we go. Goodbye.